Well, family, we are back here at the Piff Connection in Philadelphia.
I
with
got what you
Dr.
said. I
Walls
think
and
we should have
friends.
called that first section Piff Connection.
Well, I'm passionate about it, Doctor. I'm passionate about this. I didn't have this when I was growing up.
Okay.
I didn't have this when I was growing up. I didn't have computers and smartphones and all this stuff when I was growing up. So now I see it and I say, oh, wow, if I imagine if I had that.
Well,
But
I think it's more, no, I think it's important for us. Let's talk about passion and purpose. So on the Dr. Walls and Friends side of life, right, we talk about passion and purpose. It's all about people living their greatest life. Right? And so for those who don't know, the greatest stands for God restores excellence, activates talents, encourages spiritual transformation. That's right. And so that A and the T, that activating talents, it is about utilizing and activating your talents that you've been given. And I'm a firm believer that once you start utilizing those talents, that other talents usually emerge. And so what are you passionate about? That's something that I like people to reflect on. So for you, starting out with photography, moving into videography, and then into film, right? And into a film festival, and how all of this emerged over time. And as you talk about your passion.
Well, I think for me, I always tell people, I started when my mom put a camera in my hand to keep me busy. My parents were separated, and my dad was an abusive alcoholic. And so my feel for photographers is I saw a way of just having fun and keeping me occupied. I think my mom did the same thing. But then as I got old and I went to college, I saw a way of making money on the side. And so for me, you talk about your passion, your purpose. I got my degree in aerospace. I worked in the space program and all this stuff. I did all these things. But to me, that was I was just putting income in my pocket, in my bank account, but all the time I was still shooting pictures. But I have a passion for photography. Be able to, and we stop and think about that, to freeze a second of one frame, that if you take care of that frame correctly, it will outlive you and everyone you know. Think about all the pictures of Dr. Martin Luther King, all the pictures of Malcolm X and Marcus Messiah Garvey, all those images, someone froze that second in time. And now we use it to educate the future, the youth. So my passion is, how powerful is that? I mean, we see at Paris Islands where the Marines train, there's a statue of the Marines putting the flag up, I think, at Iwo Jima. Okay, a photographer took that picture, right? That picture has now become an emblem for the Marine Corps.
Iconic, right.
They have the big statue in Paris.
Right.
So you think imagine that photographer didn't take that picture.
Right.
So when we look at that gives me passion. Wow, what are we doing when we take pictures? How many of us have family and friends and loved ones who have passed, made the transition to ancestors, and when we look at the images, it just makes you remember all the fun you had with them. Right? So when I stop and I think about it, I say, wow, we are able to capture seconds, not even moments, just seconds in time that affects generations after us. And so how many people have seen pictures of Dr. King, and because of that picture of Dr. King, it made them want to do better.
Right.
Malcolm, same thing. Other people in our history. So for me, the passion is, what can we do, this powerful tool called photography, to empower our youth? And that's a passion for me.
I see. I don't know if you can see his eyes.
Because
what's going on?
Well, because I think about it and say, wow. Because look at these young kids out there. Everyone has a cell phone, right? And we're all taking pictures and posting on Instagram and all the social media. But sometimes, how many times have you seen a picture on social media and you shared it because you liked it?
Right.
You liked it, it did something for you.
Right.
Someone froze a second in time and sent it out. Okay? And I think when we look at that, how powerful is that when you send it out, that message? What message are you sending out? Are you sending a message to empower people and feel great about themselves? Or are you sending a message out to destroy people and make them feel they're worthless?
Right.
That's very powerful. So now we take that power and we give it to our young people in the proper way and show them how to empower their community.
Right.
What would that do for them?
How to use your power to empower.
Like Dr. Evans would say.
Yes.
Tell them they're great. I dare you.
Right.
His book.
Right.
I dare you to give them that power and empower them and guide them. I dare anyone. I dare anyone to do that.
Look there.
I dare. Look at Anaya Wolf.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So we have seen what it can do when we do it correctly.
That's right.
And we have seen what it can do when we don't use it incorrectly.
That's
when
right.
we use it incorrectly.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
what, so I'm like, so I say spiritually, everything we need, God has already given it to us. You're gonna say Allah and whatever you want to call that entity. So everything we need, you already have. The question is, are we going to use it to lift up
Yeah.
or crush?
Yeah.
That's it.
I remember when I worked with a Quaker school and Green Street Friends School in Philadelphia, and one of the things they talked about was technology and the use of technology and making sure that the children were exposed to it, but making sure that they were exposed on how to use it properly. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break as you can hear sirens.